What's going on, guys? Welcome to the CG Gamer. I'm Tito Rosado, and let's get into it. So GameStop has typically been in the news cycle, normally for all the wrong reasons. I don't know if any of you remember, but even when coronavirus really started taking off, they considered themselves an essential business because people need video games. Now, while I played a lot of video games while I was on furlough and quarantined, I didn't go to a GameStop, that's for sure. But they obviously have had a tough time as the digital world continues to grow. Me personally, I have gone all digital with all my consoles. I just don't buy discs anymore. I like the freedom to be able to select whatever game I want without getting off the couch. First world problems, right? But now, GameStop shares recently rose by 44%. Right now, their stock is at $15. All because Microsoft has announced a multi-year partnership with GameStop, which is kind of crazy.
Did we just become best friends? Yep!
You know, Xbox has continued to really invest in the future by buying up studios so they can have more first-party games. But this one's kind of coming out of left field. So what this partnership means is that not only will Microsoft introduce their All Access program, that amazing monthly program that you can sign up for to pay monthly for your new Xbox, which I've talked about in previous videos. Amazing deal. I recommend it to anybody. Xbox All Access, do it. But now it's going to happen through GameStop. So I think that's a huge win for Xbox that they're going to be able to introduce that program within GameStop, because that's where a lot of moms and dads go shopping when they're buying stuff for their kids during Christmas. Also, Microsoft's going to introduce their Surface tablets and their kind of Office 365 within to the company. So I'm sure, you know, they have a lot better ways of doing things than what GameStop is currently doing. Just a guess from all the different GameStop video employees or videos I've seen of employees speaking about how terrible it is to work there. So they're going to integrate their system into there, as well as update their e-commerce. So making their website just better in general. Maybe it can actually take on the amount of traffic when it comes to pre-orders as the hell everybody went through during Series X and PS5 pre-orders, which I did not get either of. Boo-hoo. But yeah, I think this is kind of crazy to see what would happen. I mean, if you guys don't know already, GameStop has obviously been on the downfall and been struggling like crazy because the biggest part of their business comes from pre-owned games. That's where they make the biggest revenue. And with people more going digital and not having a game to go sell or trade in, they're just not making as much profit. I mean, not only that, but I think a lot of people just aren't even going into their stores because I think they just really didn't change with the times. And once again, me personally, I think going into the store sometimes is kind of annoying. The employees weren't like chill, they're always kind of wanting to just be, hey, you look at this, you want to sign up for Power Rewards, you want to get this magazine, you want to, yeah, check this out. It's like they just felt like little mini car salesmen, which I feel like that's not the environment I want in a game store. There was talk that the GameStop's locations were now going to become like almost like old school kind of like, not arcades, but become stores that also sell older games. They wanted to make their stores more of like a hangout area, which in this climate today doesn't really work. But also, I think their stores are so small, I don't know how that could work. But we'll see if that plays out more in the future. I know after Reggie Fils-Aimé from Nintendo, previously on Nintendo, came to the board, and hopefully he's going to be implementing some things within GameStop. I don't know how much though, but you know, plain and simple, they're trying to stay afloat. I mean, they've had to shut down a lot of stores. They just always have a lot of bad press in the media. But this could really turn some things around, and maybe Microsoft is going to steer their ship in the right direction. So I'm excited to see what that happens. But it also got me thinking, like, so when somebody comes in to buy, one thing I actually forgot to mention within this deal is that GameStop will actually get a cut of not only digital games through Xbox, but even potentially, you know, stuff off the Xbox console. So it has been 100% confirmed that they will get a percentage of the digital revenue that people purchase games through Xbox. So they're going to be more encouraged to sell Xbox. Right now, we don't know what that percentage is. It could go anywhere from 1 to 10%. But it just kind of makes me think, like, I hope it ends up being a good thing, that it can help them so we can have game stores, and maybe they'll change the structure of how their stores work. What I hope doesn't happen is that they're going to sit there and like try to push an Xbox on you over something else, even though maybe somebody really wants a PlayStation. I think that's the person's decision. But we'll see how that, then again, I guess Microsoft wouldn't care. They'd be like, yeah, that's why we're doing this deal. We want you to push our system, which I'm super pumped for the Series X. So I think it's going to sell in itself. It doesn't need that extra, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm just really curious to see what happens with GameStop. I just think this may be what they need to change, to start being successful, because the pre-owned market is just going to continue to get smaller and smaller and smaller, because more and more people are going digital because it's easier, even though, yes, the amount of downloads or the download sizes aren't getting any better. Speaking to you, Call of Duty, I think that this could be a big turning point for GameStop. We'll see what Microsoft is able to put into play for them, and really see if it does allow them to be successful in the future. So yeah, looking forward to seeing when that all launches, as the partnership actually starts, as all the employees are going to be walking around with little Microsoft Surface tablets, and hopefully they just hire better people. That would be cool. And honestly, okay, I take it back. Maybe not just hire better people, but have better management who can actually like create a good environment in the store, because I feel like I've never heard anything good about working at GameStop, unfortunately. And it would be cool to have a place that people could go work who love video games, that would actually give them enjoyment out of their career and help them progress. But that's another video in itself, right? But that's my thoughts on this Microsoft and GameStop partnership. Let me know what you think down below. Have a good day.